Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you are new here, thank you for joining us. Thank you for subscribing. And to my day ones, my regulars, thank you for always supporting this channel and always watching my videos. Thank you guys. Please don't forget to like the video and please leave a comment. Just let us engage. And those that are coming back for the second time and the third time, thank you guys. Thank you for having hope in us. So by the title of this video, we will be having a story time about my first ever team leader in a call center. Right. So what happened was this guy, so for the sake of the story time, his name is going to be Teboho, right? So Teboho was a very fine gent. Like the way he dressed, the way he spoke. Well, yeah, the way he spoke. I can say also his intelligence was very attractive. The way he dressed. Guys, one thing about me, I get attracted to men that wear suits. A man in a suit, darling, with the matching shoes, the belt, and the watch, and the wallet. Oh my god, the best. So yes, guys, this guy was on those levels. But now, okay, which is very irrelevant, but then his teeth were just otherwise. But as time goes on, I will explain, because I also found out later as to why his teeth were that way. Okay, fine. Oh, Teboho welcomes me very nicely. And then, but unfortunately, I was not in his team. We had 3 teams back then in that office. Okay, fine. He approaches me during coaching, training. He was a salesman. He was like, do it, push. This is what you need to do. Okay, sharp. So guys, I believe that by now you have watched my candid with Zoe, the video that I had, and about the 3 C's. He was the one that taught me the 3 C's. Okay, fine. Then Teboho, as time goes on, he starts dating my friend. So I had a friend in the office, so he starts dating this friend. It goes on for a while, like, and I'm okay with that. I was not dating anyone in the office. Fine. Then this other time, I don't know what happens between them, and the next thing, he calls me. He says, okay, I want to have a meeting with you tomorrow in the morning. Just come in earlier. But now we were always the first people to be in the office because we would come in together. All right. Okay, fine. So in the morning we get to the office. Mind you, the work starts at 9. We would normally be at the office around 7:30 to 8, latest 8 o'clock. Okay, fine. We get there and he starts talking, Okay, I see your work, I see your transfers, like you do good, and I'm really proud of you from the first time you started till now, given that this is your first time doing this in a call center. That is actually good. Okay, fine, sharp. Hi, okay. Then starts saying he wants to be my mentor. Like, I was very happy, guys. I was very happy because I liked how he would constantly train and push the whole floor, regardless of him having his own team, So fine, makanjalo. I'm like, okay, cool, sharp, no problem. Vele, I want to learn, and if there's any room and opportunity to learn, I will grab it with both hands. I will go on with it. Okay, fine, sharp. Guy, a week goes by, the mentoring starts, Fine, I'm not a person that, so I wasn't in a relationship. Okay, I was from a relationship, and by then I just wanted to focus on my work because it was my first time working, my first job, so I just wanted to focus. Okay, sharp. Then now what happened is that, sorry guys, I'm just busy here, I'm just trying to multitask. So then what happened was, Okay, now this light is making me look very ashy. Okay, so what had happened was, he would coach me, you know, during tea break in the mornings, and it would be nice. Like, it would be nice, and my work would improve. My work would improve. So now this is my team leader's work and his work as a mentor. Okay, fine. Even my team leader was like, no, cool, vale, like we help each other. He just has a team under his name, but when it comes to sales, coaching, and so on, it's for everyone. Okay, sharp. And he would like privately mentor me, you know, like there was that whole group mentoring and coaching, and then privately to say, okay, no, even in life in general, there were some lessons I would learn. Okay, fine, sharp. Yeah, guys, this one time I received a message. He's like, and it was during the weekend. He's like, oh, I was thinking that this time around, we can have the mentor session at my place. And I'm like, at your place? Like during the weekend? He's like, yes, like you can even come through today. I don't have any plans, so we can just, you know, have like an hour or two. I'm like, this doesn't sound right. So I tell my mother, and now my mother is just like, no, this doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound okay. Fine. Then I tell him that, no, I don't think I can make it. Okay, fine, shut. We move on, guys. Hey, nangumuntu. The following weekend, he approaches me again with the same. So the whole week after that day that he sent a message that he wants us to have the mentorship at his place, that whole week there was no mentoring in the office. There was nothing. There was literally nothing. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm drinking coffee. Sorry, guys. Okay, so, and I don't mind. Then the following weekend, he approaches me with the same thing. And then he then says, like, he puts some urgency to it. No, you now, I can see your stats, you're now starting to slack a bit, so you need to come through. Then I'm like, okay, can we not do it on Monday? Then that's when he gets straight to the point to say, you know what, I think we should just take this mentoring to another level. You know, maybe sometimes during the mentor session, you know, we can have like a round or two. I'm like, a round of two of what? Hey, bo, round of two of what? You know, like, be intimate and so on. Hey! Chinekeo. I'm like, what? No. And guys, understand one thing, ne? There will be some other story times that come through where you will understand where I come from. Things like cheating, things like being in high school and dating a teacher or a man that is old, very older than you, is something that was not known to me. There's only one incident I had where I had a friend that was dating one of our life science teacher. We were in grade 10, I think, if I remember correctly. In varsity, I didn't have any friends that were dating lecturers. And now that this where my friend was dating a team leader, which I'm just like, girl, like, levels, please stick to your own level. I mean, you know. So then fine, I'm like, you know what, no. And if this is how it's going to be, then I would also prefer you not being my mentor anymore. Thank you so much for your help, and I have improved. Thank you so much. And mental wise, this whole thing of not jumping from one job to another, I'm like this because I learned that from him. Give yourself time in that position. Give yourself time in whatever you do. Don't just because you can't do it one time, then you just let go. You know, give yourself time. You know, the consistency, continuously thing, it was him, and it still stays. You know, I took that, but I was like, no, with the other, no, I am fine. Thank you so much. It's like I poured water into a fire. You see this fire behind me? Yes. So fine. Okay, let me check time. Okay, I'm almost on time. Am I? Yeah, I am almost on time. Hi, guys. Now Mumuntu. Okay, fine. Now he's like, oh, so I was shocked, guys. Remember, during what he's saying, he's still dating my friend. And I know with my friend, she was telling me that there are a bit of rocky kind of thing, you know, like they had some fights and so on. So I'm like, oh, okay. But bruh, I'm not that dumb. I'm not that dumb. I'm very grounded. So I tell my friend, then my friend is just like, for real? Oh my gosh, I'm really disappointed. But anyways, really, I really want to break up with him. So this other time, we have, like, it slowed down. The system shuts down. And we're just chilling in the office. So now we're laughing as ladies. We're giggling. He passes by. The following day, my friend tells me that, hey, Teboho tells me that you better stay away from his business. I'm like, okay, what does he mean by that? He's like, just because we're friends and we talk, we shouldn't be talking about him and what's happening in their relationship. I'm like, but I don't laugh about that. Like, it's not like an office talk or office gossip, you know. Then she's like, yeah, friend, I know, but I don't know why he feels threatened. And then she mentioned something about laughing. And I'm like, how is it? Because yesterday we laughed and then I saw his head rise up because we were still on the floor. And then she's like, maybe, but I'm not sure. Fine, sharp. Days go by. The following week, this thing happened in a space of like a month, if I can say. Yeah, in a month. And it was the new year. So it was like around January, February. Yes. Hi, bo, okay. Tells the girlfriend, Uguti, if this girl doesn't watch where she's going, I know where she lives. I'm friends with the HR. I can get her her address. I can send people to her place and have people mug her for 3 months and mug her and rape her for 3 months. She don't mess with me. And wherever she goes and tries to report, no one will listen because I know people on in police stations and so on. So even if I would suspect it's him, no one will believe him because okay, fine, shoot, maybe there's something he was doing on the side besides the office job that he had as a team leader. But he did have that thing, oh yeah, man, not even a chrot man, but you don't play with him. You don't play with him. You don't play with his kids. You don't play with anyone in his family. He was that kind of a Lokshan Kasi person. So now I'm like, he even knows my address. And 1 + 1, yeah, he knows the HR. So like, no, guys, this can't happen, you know. And by then I had just moved to Joburg from Soweto. So I had to update my address, obviously. So that's when he was like, yo, now I know your address, not this, not that. I'm like, Mosisa, I'm in danger. I'm in trouble now because of this. And I don't like that. Okay, fine. Now I'm scared, but I let things be. I'm like, really? Is he really gonna do it? First week, I get mad. My phone. And I don't know these people. Like, yeah, but I don't know, you're just walking in town, and the next thing there's a crowd coming by you, and the next thing when you are left, you don't have your phone. Can't you know, while people were touching someone was then the next thing my phone is not there. Okay, fine. I tell the girlfriend and she's like, yo, maybe it's a coincidence, but if it happens again, we'll have to actually report this. Nah. Fine. The second, so I got, my phone was on contract, so it had insurance. I was able to get everything back. I was able to get my phone back. Okay, sharp. The next month, it happens again. Like, because now I'm starting to be very aware of my surroundings and which car is parked outside my flat and so on, and who's a regular now, you know. Then I noticed there was a car that normally parks out that started parking outside. I think the car was white. I just don't remember the make of the car. Okay, fine, man. You notice it, and I'm just like, And I tell my mom, I'm like, Mama, as I'm not sure. Gunje, 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 gunje. My mom is like, okay, baby, but let's hope it's nothing serious. I'm like, okay, sharp. Second time it happens. Now this time, it's like someone was following me while I was in town on my way to work in the morning. Following me. Then the next thing I hear like a gun point. You know, like, which I don't even, like, nah, guys, I cannot tell a difference between a gunshot and any cricket or and a fake gun or something. So you know, in movies when someone is just like kanji, like kanji. So it was like that in under a hoodie and it was behind me. Then this guy's like, you better not scream, give me your phone. And I'm just like, immediately now. I don't even look. I'm like, jobs. I ran back home. I cried, guys. Now, mind you, at the office, this guy still comes to the office. This guy, there was a point where we had to move offices, but it was very close by. Now, we even in the new office, there's now training, like a whole floor had to train and new products and so on. And now we were just like, okay. So we had a good relationship with the CEO. So my CEO just was like gave out this fatherly love. Let me check the time. Okay. Gave out this fatherly love. Okay, fine, sharp. We understood. Now, after this happened the second time, I'm like, no, now I don't feel safe. Now I don't feel safe because even at work, I feel like I'm a target for literally everything and it's not right. I reported to my to my team leader. To my CEO. Because he had a policy of, if you feel your matter, especially about sexual harassment and so on, whether it's through emails, phone, or threats or somehow, but you got approached sexually and you denied it and now things are happening, you don't need to go through a team leader, a what, so it gets to me. You can just jump everyone and come straight to me. So I did that because he wasn't really as busy because he was always spending time with all of us during training and working. So fine, I spoke to him and he said, okay, I hear you. Fine. Oh yeah, so before I told him he was on leave for like a month. He had to leave the country for a month. Then when he came back, that's when I told him. Then the following day he calls me again and he calls the HR and I tell him the same thing. Because now this whole thing had the HR, the same HR he called. Okay, fine. I say the same thing and then he says, okay. And I'm going to call in the HR and you're going to repeat what you just said. I called the HR, come inside this one room. I said the same thing. Then he's like, okay, call your team leader. I call my team leader, which was still the guy, Utebuho. Okay, fine. Comes in. And I say the same thing. Then my CEO is like, a person cannot say, if it's a lie, you were not going to repeat the same thing 3 to 4 times. So what you're saying, I believe, and this is unacceptable. And then he's gonna sort it out. Okay, fine. The Utebuho was not fired, but something happened because I saw it. He was very moved. And then my CEO was like, if it happens again after this, I'm gonna buy you a black goat because don't be, you have ipat. That time my manager is not even a black person. So fine, guys, this happens and okay, fine, everything went sharp and lapo, but now the tension was still there. The tension, guys, was still there. And that's where I was like, you know what, it's either I move to a different department, I get promoted and I need to work very hard, or I move to another team because this guy, for everything Jay, as I'm speaking like this, and then I'm just like from my next the person, my colleague, Zoe, you're breathing in the wrong direction. How? Sorry, your dials are low. How? Sorry, you're late from tea. How? Kajaini. Like, how? So I was like, no, I'm a target here. Then that's where I spoke again, but this time I spoke to my sales manager, and that's when they tried managing the situation until he stepped on a very wrong toe with the person whose parents are on the bigger side of law. Then unfortunately with the CEO also there, he was like, no, a lot of people are starting to complain about you and your managing skills. We just have to let you go. Well, that's how I left the story, or on how he was let go. But now, guys, my moral of all of this is, guys, really, like, for rejecting a person, this is what I had to go through. Like, really? That's why, guys, na angilipati to my superiors, angilipati. Nanoma ngabe, what else can happen? No matter how much you can promise to increase my, to increase my stats, to increase my commission, bruh, I'd rather go home with that little commission that I worked hard for than sleep with the manager or a team leader just for the sakes of it. No ways. So yes, guys, that is my story time. I hope you did enjoy it. It wasn't really there. Hi, Nara, guys, no shame. I was about to say it wasn't really that funny. I mean, story times shouldn't always be funny, but I hope you took something from this. Stand your ground and don't be afraid to report sexual harassment. For me, there was sexual harassment. I mean, just because I said no, now when are you going to threaten me? Like, what the hell? Like, halang. Hey guys, Mara. But thank you so much, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment on the comment section. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And let us meet again on my next video. Bye bye.